Hello folks, this is a dual core upgrade from a Pentium 4 on a Dell Optiplex GX620, which is similar to the GX520. This computer had a Pentium 4 630 in it, which is this CPU, which was just removed. Socket 775, 800 MHz front side bus. This is the Pentium 4 heatsink. Now Dell uses a different heatsink for the Pentium D, which I am installing, which I already installed. There's a little lever that you push down here, that little J lever, you push that down, that comes up, and then there's a little hinged thing that comes up here. And you carefully remove the old CPU and carefully install the new one. Zero insertion force. So this is the heatsink that goes with the Pentium D. It's a Dell part. It's a different heatsink because the Pentium D generates more heat than the Pentium 4. This is solid aluminum, the original heatsink. This one is copper and aluminum with the heat pipes and the copper base instead of the aluminum base. And this is Dell part number CN-OJ9761. It's an original Dell part. I had to buy that off of eBay because the computer was originally equipped with the Pentium 4, which comes with Dell part number CN-OJ7109 heatsink. But the shrouding is exactly the same, and the mounting holes are the same. I carefully had to loosen 4 Phillips screws on the motherboard, 2 of which came completely out with the heatsink. These 2 that you see here, this one and this one. And now there's a bracket still in there that secures the back part of the heatsink. I had to loosen those and actually had to wedge the screwdriver in there because there wasn't really, you couldn't really see the screws because they were obstructed by the back part of the heatsink, which has these tabs that fit on here and over here. This is poor lighting and not the best camera, so I'm trying to... I didn't plan on taking a video until this point. So proper video would have showed the complete removal of the old CPU, etc. I did take some 600 grit sandpaper and just lightly sand that copper base. And I'm going to be using some thermal compound. This is Prolimatech thermal compound. Comes in this little tube here. As you can see, that Dell had installed tons of compound on the old CPU. Now there was nothing wrong with the old CPU. It was just single core. I just wanted to upgrade the machine. So I got the CPU brand new on eBay for about, I don't know, I think it was about 35 bucks. It's a Pentium D915. Like I said, you will need to change the heatsink though if you plan on upgrading your old Dell Pentium 4 Optiplex GX620 or similar models to the Dell factory heatsink for the Pentium D, which dissipates more heat because the Pentium D generates more heat. Okay, so this machine here also has a PC power and cooling 370 watt power supply in there. And planning on replacing the hard drive. It's only an 80 gigabyte. Planning on installing a larger drive and probably a video card. Hence the bigger power supply. The original was 305 watt. Okay, folks, I hope that helps anyone who wants to upgrade an older Pentium 4 Dell Optiplex machine. This is a socket 775. Okay, good luck, folks, if you choose to upgrade your old Pentium 4 machine.